this very minute. And it's so awe-striking for me. Because this was just one of those things that, like, I was reading the word and refused to be ordinary king. And I was like, all right, just 20 women, that's it. Because I can't. 20 women. And then look, every seat is filled, right? So you guys believed in me enough to trust my vision when it came to this brunch. And that is huge for me. But before I even, this is on my heart, I just want to say that the time is now, and the time is always now, okay? So if you're thinking about it, if you want to do it, if you feel like it's what you're called to do, the time is now. I think about when the crucifixion, no, this wasn't the crucifixion. This is where Jesus walked on water, right? So, you know, they're over there in the boat, and they're like, is it a ghost? You weird? Like, what is that? You know? And he's like, I am he. You know? And so Peter's like, all right, cool. So if you're Jesus, then what you're going to do is call me to you. Call me to you then. And I'm going to walk then. Then you are Jesus and stuff, right? And so Peter begins to walk, right? He begins to walk. But then he sank. O ye of little faith. I just want to encourage you guys to get around people that are stronger than you in the areas that you want to be in. You can't do it alone, okay? You won't do it alone. God's not even going to allow that to happen because we were put here for each other. So if you think that you're supposed to be a one man on an island, that's not going to work. That's first and foremost. But if he would have never just lost his faith that very moment, he wouldn't have sank. You get it? Keep praying. Keep fasting, right? Keep the faith. Prayer still does change things. That's all I had to say really quick before I actually got going. Is everybody okay? Cool? So I am going to almost have me in a tear. That was not. I couldn't have going, but you know, I had to pause it like that. Like that. I had to pause that. I was trying to tell you something. We don't want to sing now. We going places. We don't want to sing. So, guys, I'm going to hand the floor over to Miss Janelle Biden. And I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I know.
And how perfect for this occasion. It's by T.D. Jakes. It says, when you refuse to be ordinary, generations will be affected, and your life exceptional because of your tenacity to be extraordinary and make your mark. So, that came to me yesterday, and obviously that ain't nothing but God, because today we're here talking about refusing to be ordinary, right? So I'm going to start, I mentioned in the beginning about how I like to talk about myself in terms of mission, vision, and value. So we're going to start there, because a lot of us are in business, building brands for ourselves or for our businesses. And I think what's most important when you're doing any of those things is to start with you. Because you essentially are the brand. Whether you, I don't care whether you're doing clerical, or whether you're making jewelry, or whether you're doing makeup, it doesn't matter. You are the brand. And so perception, obviously, of course, is reality as well, right? We all know that. How I perceive you to be is my reality for myself. Once I perceive you, you can't really change that for me, right? We say first impressions are everything. Okay, so before you step out there, now we're all going to step out now, as Nicole just said. We're all going to step out. We're going to hopefully walk, right? But before you do that, what I encourage everyone to do first is always think about three things. What is your mission? And your mission is, where are you going? What would you like to do? So again, I told you guys in the beginning, my mission is to help women and small business owners unlock the passions and desires inside of them and put that out to the world in a strategic and effective way for them to create the life that they desire. So when people ask me, what do? I say, I unlock desires within small businesses and women business owners to help them push that into the world to make it successful for them. I don't say, most of the time I won't say, I just do marketing. I just make makeup, or, because that's not your purpose, right? And behind everything that you do, there's something useful that you do. So it's not just you're a property manager. You help manage properties to get people into homes. Yeah. So it's completely different. So we have to start thinking about our passions and our desires as something different than just what it is right now, just the tool or just the service. So that's first, your mission, right? What do you do? Next is your vision, right? This is the most important thing. This is the thing that you should hold so dear. Protect this like no other. Because I will tell you this for certain. Maybe somebody else has been there, but I'll say I've been there. I've shared vision, right, with other people, and they don't understand it. Mm-hmm. Or they're not in support, right? And it's like, well, wait, but that was good, right? You ain't feeling that? I'm gonna go back to the drawing. No. Jamila had a vision. Why? Because Jamila was given that vision. I didn't come up with that. It was given to me. God gave me that vision. So protect it. The vision is, where do you see this going? What is the picture that God has painted for you? What is the long-term reality, right? It's not the right now. It's not the, I'm struggling. It's not the finances are hard. It's not I've got 3 kids at home. It's not my husband don't understand or my parents ain't there. It's not that. It's, why did I start here in the first place, and where am I going? So, before you build a brand, we're going to start with our mission. What do we want to do? Now it's, where are we going? And last but not least, your value, right? No matter what you do, and I say this to every person that starts a business or does anything, your first job is to be useful to someone. If you are in business only to make money, I'm sorry to tell you, honey, you probably aren't going to survive because you have no value. Right now, what you are is just a money sucker for everybody. What's that? You go to a car dealership, let's say for instance. Now, somebody's selling you a car, they're jacking you up, you're going back and forth with the pricing. You know what, you feel like, I can go to that car dealer, that's fine. You really don't have any value to me, I'll go over here to this. Or I'll go over here to this. You know why? Because that person didn't present their value to you. They didn't provide you your options. What's inside the car? What can I do with the car? Where will the car take me? That's your value. Think about all of those things in terms of your branding. So before you even step out there, that's the first thing I want you all to have very clear in your mind. So I'm going to transfer back to perception versus reality. So we talked about that, right? Now we've figured out the mission, vision, and value. Now we actually know the perception, right, that we want people to have. So we know this is when I walk into a room, I want people to see me like this. I want people to see that I'm mobile. I want people to see that I rule the world. I want people to see that I'm Cleopatra running the world, right? So, I had to. Back to Cleo. So that's the perception that we want people to have, right? But the reality sometimes is a little different. Yeah. When we look at it, we say, okay, in the beginning, right, we talked about our mission, vision, and value. Now we had this message from God about what our vision was, what the long term was. But we ain't there yet. Right. We're still here. We got to get there. We'll get there. We know it's coming because we have what? Faith. Now, what I see happen, and this is what I will encourage you not to do as you start business. What I see happen is a lot of women, especially women of color, we will consult so many people. Right? We talk to our friends, we talk to our family, we got a girlfriend over there, you know, everybody telling us, oh, you should do this, you should do that. And all of a sudden you're like, wait, I'm confused, I don't really know what I'm doing, and I thought I had this vision, but maybe it's not right. I don't have the right clients. Look at her over there, she's got all those clients. Oh, she's making millions of dollars. Oh my God, look at her, those Louboutins. Why can't I have Louboutins? Oh, what happened? You know, like, so we're upset now. We're mad. We're like, oh, so guess what? We start to do innately, not even noticing it. We start to change everybody else's perception of who we are. We start to walk out there and say, you ever walk up to somebody and they introduce themselves and you say, wow, that's pretty sad. Hi, I'm Jimmy. Will you do business with me? No! You're not confident about what it is that you do. And so now I've perceived you as something you really aren't. And innately, as women and as business owners, we have to understand the journey is tough. The journey is real, right? People say, say the struggle is real, but the journey. Because it just don't stop. It ain't gonna quit. The hustle don't quit. You know, it doesn't stop. So we have to continue to understand that no matter what is happening here in our real reality, right? We don't change the perception for everybody else, because what our reality is right now is not what our reality will be. Right. So we have to always deal in what the reality will be, not what the reality is right now. Because it will get difficult. I'm telling you the truth. I've been there, almost lost my home. Quit. Completely stopped working. People were like, you are crazy. What is wrong with you? You got a son. You're a single mother. You own a house. You just left $100,000 a year. What are you doing? I don't know. God told me to go live my passion. So I was going, okay, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm going to try it anyway. So I did it, right? I did it. I stepped out there. Times were tough. It was tough. There were times I didn't eat because I made sure my son ate. I was on the phone. Bill collector's like, wait, hold on. But you know I'm good because I've been paying this bill. You know, please don't turn my stuff off. I'm trying to build a dream. Dad, Mom, I'm in a struggle. Will you help me? No, I got it for you. Can't do it. Sorry. Maybe you should go back to work. Maybe this ain't working out. I had to recognize that none of that mattered. None of that mattered. I lost it all today. That I was given a vision. And I was given a purpose, so I have to continue to make sure we keep the perception the same as the reality of the future, not the reality right now. I only have a couple minutes, and I know we're running on time. So my encouragement today for you all is to take stronghold to what your mission, vision, and value are. Listen, that is the piece that cannot be shaken. That's the piece that is you. It is in you. You live it day to day to day. And whenever life gets tough, and it will, you understand that your reality right now is not your reality for the future. And to make sure that whatever you do with your brand, however you market yourself to this world, you make sure you put it out there so the perception is that you are where God deemed you to be.
It's done. Amen.
It's already done for you. So don't even worry about thinking about, okay, I don't want to do this or do that. Put it in place and it will work itself out. Shut it off. Let's go. We got people to touch, right? We got things to do. So let's keep it moving. Again, mission, vision, and value. That's for me, for branding. If you're in the middle of starting your branding, even if you've already come out with your brand, come back to that for yourself sometimes and just think, am I going through the right, am I doing this right? Do I have the right mission? Do I have the right vision? Do I provide value? Every day am I providing value? So again, I didn't go through my value statement, but a typical value statement goes like this. I provide X, Y, and Z for X, Y, and Z. So I, Jamila Guyton, provide marketing services and branding services for small businesses and women to help them either learn, manage, or I manage completely their sole business to help them strategically grow, right? So that's my value. That's what I offer. And understand this, my value can never be paid for. Nobody can ever pay me what I'm worth. But they can pay for my service, but they will never pay me what I'm worth. Because the reality is, this big picture right here was not just about the big house and the cars and everything else. This big picture right here was me being a servant to the purpose that I was given. So you will never, ever be able to pay what I am worth. Again, that's what I have for you all today. I hope that helps somebody today.